really, when I search my soul on it and I look at the reason why we panicked, right? And it's because we came to the realization that we actually likely had the parasites for a lot longer period than we originally thought. And when it came, finally the realization came, it came as a kind of a shock and a surprise, and the panic followed. So that's how it happened, because you know, you go back into your mind and you say to yourself, well, how does that happen?
I'll tell you when I panicked was when the medical doctor told us that you really don't ever get rid of these things because eggs keep hatching. You have to time it just right.
Well, I can see how that kind of a statement would lead to a sense of panic initially, but I think that when you seek out the facts of the matter and that, you know, just seek out the bottom line of the need to know part, you know, and that is that we just have to modify our lifestyle. It just comes back to modifying our lifestyle in a positive way, in such a way that we facilitate our bodies to fight this thing naturally. And that's what it comes down to. And that's what that's all about. That's not a parasite killer. It's an antimicrobial. And we used ourselves as guinea pigs on that stuff. And we had to find out and know for sure, because you can't really go by a lot of the stuff that's on YouTube videos, you know, because especially people that are selling product and stuff. And so you have to be careful. And so we figured out that's an antimicrobial, which is great for killing other types of bacteria. But it's controversial because some people say that it kills good flora too. So you're basically just making your own antibiotic. So what we're going to use it for, we're not going to use it as an internal body homemade thing, medicine, prevention. What we're going to use it for is a homemade disinfectant that we use on our countertops and on our dishes, because remember how central to life water is, and you're washing your dishes and cleaning your countertops, using your cutting boards. I'm just trying to make my own disinfectant, homemade disinfectant, you know, for the countertops, the dishes, you know, water is central to life, so that's what it's all about. Hey y'all, so I feel like we're making good progress on the improvements. We got the improvements of the greens we're growing with the filtered water, but they're slow in coming. Those seeds have been sitting there for a week and they're barely poking their heads out. It's probably going to take a couple more weeks for them to really be greens, so I'm going to have quite a few trays laid out. What else are we doing, hon?
We're making fermented beets and carrots.
Oh, we figured out, since we haven't found any conclusive information on whether fermenting foods like
the cabbage, you can't have sauerkraut.
You know, you put the cabbages raw, you put it in the jar with salt. The amoebas survive salt, because remember, you can't eat raw foods. Yeah, so
they survive chlorine. So
that knocks out our ability to make laxidophilus. What's the word? Lactidophilus. Anyhow, fermented foods, good for our health, which we've been eating regularly. So what we're doing is we're using peel vegetable. We figured out, well, cook it, boil it, peel it, right? Well, what vegetables can we peel and still ferment? And so we've come up with vegetables that we're going to peel, and now that we have the faucet filter, we're going to wash them with clean water. And well, we were washing with clean water before, but it was bottled water that we didn't really trust or know that it was 100% clean. That's another funny thing. So we're going to do beets. What else?
I'm going to maybe do carrots too.
Beets, maybe carrots.
I'm going to add some ginger.
Maybe some ginger, because you peel ginger, yeah. And what else? Garlic. You can do garlic.
Yeah, you can do garlic.
Maybe you can mix it in with the beets.
Doing the papaya juice drinks every week now. You know.
We've graduated to doing the papaya seed drinks every week for what, 2-3 weeks in a row instead of every couple of weeks.
Yeah, I feel better when we
Just
do it.
to mitigate any weak spots in our sanitary system. Sounds like a laboratory. Sanitary system. I think. Things you buy at the store that are pickled, like pickles, with white vinegar, that's actually very unhealthy. But that was a substitution from the original. It was a deviation from the original, where originally people fermented foods, but they couldn't keep these on the shelf, so they had to come up with the white vinegar thing.
Okay, and this is the second place where I said, once you do your beets, be sure to drink the beet juice. But save a little bit for the next brine because it helps. It's got bacteria in it. The juice, beet juice, fermented, is excellent for you.
Okay, so we're going to have fermented beets in 2 days? Excellent. Yeah, we'll help in the kitchen and dice them all up.
And